Cheers. So this is a little extra video. I don't know what day it's going to come. Maybe today, maybe on this Sunday, because I feel it's so powerful what's happening on the earth, and I just feel I'm getting these really wonderful messages, and maybe you can use them in your life. So yeah, I can just say what I'm feeling. I feel is a wonderful feeling I have about this channel, and that it is that we really are family, and that we are brothers and sisters, and there's no one, although I'm doing the films, it's really, what I feel, it's unity consciousness, it's oneness, it's non-exclusive, it's all inclusive. And the whole thing of all the barriers going down, and all the so-called professionalism. And that's what I feel very much is going to happen in the future, that we're actually not really going to be professionals. We might be very, very advanced in one area, and very clever, but all the barriers between humans and all the very hidden way of being is going to dissolve, because we are one body. And there's nothing to hide. I mean, we're in a human form, and we all have pain and discomfort and difficult things we go through in life. And nobody is without, nobody's perfect, and at the same time everybody is perfect in their imperfection. So all this, and that's what I feel in my society, people are very, what do you call it, I can't remember the word. When you're sort of you're very private, and you only share a little bit. So that's just what I feel is very beautiful about this, just to be together and be one, and be. It's just so beautiful, I think, because what we're being asked to do is to live the life of our divine self, which is to be firmly anchored in your own beautiful, beautiful energy, and to dare to be you. So you stand very, very, very powerfully in your own light, and at the same time we're all one. We're all one light. So it's can be like a tree. This is one big tree, and we are. One of us is a root, and one of us is a leaf, and that part stands completely uniquely as it is. And like the fact that I don't know about atoms, but I think I don't know about that. But the water molecules, the water crystals, we know that there is not two crystals on this planet that have ever existed that are the same. Each water crystal is unique. And the same with humans. It's completely unique. So we don't, our oneness does not make us blend in so that we disappear. This new way of being, you must stand, as Jesus said, go up onto the hill and shine your light brightly. Keep shining it as bright as you can, knowing that you are completely one with everyone, and you will never, ever be better than even the little flame on that. We think in our own mind, oh, that's just a little flame. No, that flame is never ever less than you or more than you. There's no such thing. In unity consciousness, we're all part of the one body. So it's just so beautiful. And another thing, I've shared a lot about my life, there's a lot of separation going on in my life. Our family is becoming more fragmented, and it feels like there's no wish for unity in my family, and it can be really really trying to know where do I go, what do I do. But what I'm really being told is that this whole thing of shining our lights and anchoring in ourselves, we who have done the work of forgiving and really feel that we are entering into the age of love, all we need to do is stand very, very firmly anchored in love. That's all we need to do. And it doesn't matter if we're here, where we live, in the neighbour's house, 1,000 kilometres away, it doesn't matter, because it's our state of being that's the important thing. So do not fear. That's what I feel the angels keep saying. Do not fear, ever. Do not fear anything at all. And what I really was being shown this morning, which was so beautiful, was that we are lovers of the souls. So every human being on this planet has a soul, is a soul, in human form. They've come in. They're in this. They're in this human body, and when they have not awakened yet, they think they are their life, their body, and all their activities, things they do, things they say, things they like, things they don't like. That is who they are, but it's not. They're this magnificent, holy being that has the potential to create anything and everything, and they are so filled with love. They are love. They are God. But they just have forgotten all that. And see, the thing is, behind that human being stands their spirit. And of course, there is an agreement they have made with their spirit and with all their guides and everything. They're in their world. They're part of this place, this oneness. They have made an agreement to be where they are right now, in being quite asleep and not feeling their spirit. That's the thing. They're not connected to their spirit. But we who have become connected to our spirit and have become more or less one with our spirit, who sense all this peace and love and joy, all this goodness in us, we can actually just love their spirit. We can also love their human expression, and that can be hard sometimes because people are so lost and unloving. They're really unloving because they're lost. But that's what I got this morning, that as you stay anchored in your, that's what I was being told, just stay where you are, stay anchored, deeply anchored in love, keep shining your light, bright, 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 and love shining your light, and know that you're not harming or hurting anyone with your light, ever. You can only be uplifting, but the people around you in their ego feel it's very uncomfortable, but their spirit loves it. Their spirit loves the light because they are the light. So, in a way, just see how you're just sending all these people who you're very disconnected from on the earthly plane. Just see how their spirit loves you. Their spirit loves you because they know that we're all brothers and sisters, and we are all one family. We have never ever been separated. It was one big lie. And many people are still in that lie, and therefore you cannot be with them. You cannot feel their love, but you can love them. You can love their spirit. So that's what I just felt this morning. It was so beautiful. Just see my family and all these beings, my children, my mother, my brothers. Behind this human form stands this beautiful spirit. And just feel how this love is flowing to and fro this spirit, and their spirit is loving it, because if the spirit it feels invited into life, into earth. And of course you can't do anything with that spirit, because that spirit is living, has to be connected to that person, so you can't really interfere in any way, but you can just send this being love. So I was really told that right where you are right now, everything you're doing is fine. Just stay anchored and let go of the doubt. Let go of the sense that, oh, there's probably something I'm doing completely wrong. Just let it go, because you're not. You just don't have this applause from the people around you, because they feel it's uncomfortable. So it was so special, so special. So we are lovers of the spirits. We are lovers of every human being's spirit, and inviting them, just inviting them into unity. So we can, with a person that we who does not wish to connect with us in a loving way, we can actually be very, very united with them on a spirit level. And just sense how we are united. We are already united. We have never been separated. We've always been united. That is our true state of being. So it is a people who go into the ego, and what we did once, we go into a lie, which is the lie of separation, non-unity. It's just a lie. It's just made up. So it's like you go down a dead end. You go down a dead end and go and sit in a house there, and you stay there maybe for thousands of years, and then one day it gets so painful, you leave the house, leave the dead end, go back and to the main road where the light is, where you sort of pick it up again. Oh, that's right, we are all united. That was a dead end I went down, and it's okay. So you can also say we're on the main road of the light. That is really a good way of seeing it. The way of the Lord, the way of the light, is the road of oneness. And we who are awakening and returning to love, letting go of all the pain and the hatred, and we're on this main road. We might be slipping away, but as soon as we relax and feel good, we're on this main road. We've chosen the road of love and unity. And all the people we know and love who we can't be with, and we can't have anything with, and who we can miss a real lot. I know how it feels. It can be so sad sometimes, but on a deep level it's all okay. But those people who have gone into their ego and left their spirit, really that's what they've done. They've left their spirit, their divine being. They've gone down a dead-end track, and it's not going to lead anywhere. It's dead. It's a dead end. And they can stay there for a very long time because that's what they need. But one day they'll return. It's the homecoming. And that's what's happening on a very, very massive level right now on the earth. People are realizing, God, this is this little house, little wet, cold house I've been living in for so long, where I feel so miserable and everybody else around me is so miserable. That's pretty horrible. I think I'm going to leave this house, and I'm going to go back, because once upon a time there was this beautiful place I was living, and it was the place of oneness, and that is the state of the heavenly realm. And now we're experiencing all this on earth. So the main road of light, of unity, is on the earth now. It's there. It's the highway of the light, the highway of the unity. And not many years ago, the highway was full of the ego. They all thought they were on this highway, but it was actually a dead end. But the lie had become so strong that they thought they were heading somewhere great. We all thought we were, but we weren't. It was one big dead end, because it was not unity consciousness. It was separation consciousness. It was not of the light, and it was not of the life. There's no life in it, because you don't unite. So beautiful. So, and the thing I mentioned in the Sunday's Shining about forgiving, I forgot to mention sometimes that the person we have not forgiven is ourselves. And I know that for myself. The guilt, just a sec. I think that's the one I haven't really quite forgiven yet. It's myself. Because I can sense that I keep blaming myself for things not working. And it has to stop, or I have to let it go. It's a bad, it is of the darkness. But it just is it's very, very trying to not feel the guilt. So, anyway, as we forgive, and every time any guilt or any grudges towards others, not forgiving me or not forgiving them, every time it comes up, release it. Do your deep breathing, tap somewhere, just say, let this go, I let this go. You come deeper into the highway of the light, because you come deeper into unity, because you stop the separating. We are not separated. It's a lie. We have never been separated. We are one. And that's when everything good appears in your life. So, yeah, it's so powerful. It's so powerful. So, yeah, and the whole thing of just feeling the peace, feeling the love, and feeling the gratitude, that is really a part of feeling relaxing into your life. It is the oneness. It is the holy state of being. It is the Christ self, your divine self, and that contains everything good, every good feeling on this planet, in all of creation. It contains love, light, power, wisdom, strength, creativity, oneness, gratitude, the feeling of expansion, that you can do anything, the feeling of enormous potential, limitless potential. All these good feelings, they burst up into you, and you can access them right now because they're already there. It is the highway of the light, to stay there, no matter what's going on around you. And even if you live in a really busy place, maybe there's lots of noise around you, maybe sometimes put on some headphones so you block out the noise, so it becomes quiet where you are. Light a candle and tell yourself you're on the highway of the light. You are the light. You are anchoring in the light. And you are, that's what I wanted to say. Tell yourself you're doing the best. You are the greatest. You are not greater than anyone, but tell yourself what you're doing every time you light that candle and say, life is good. Life is beautiful. And I thank you, God. Or thank you. I feel grateful. You are doing the most powerful thing you can possibly do. There's nothing more powerful. So know this. Know it. Know it with every cell in your body. You cannot do anything more powerful. And lastly, I just want to say, when you feel down about all the people who are so lost around you, know that we are connected on a spirit level. We are all one. We're all partying. All is well. And one day, their human, their consciousness, their personality will return to the light one day. One day we will all be able to look into each other's eyes and say, God, that was that was a nightmare. And I love you, and I've loved you all along, and I never stopped loving you. In my heart, I was just lost from it. So just to keep reminding yourself that all will be, all is already really, it has happened. They are, but it's good to just for our human mind to say, one day these people who I miss so deeply, and I wish to be completely united with, also in human form, one day we will meet and there will be only love. It's going to happen. It is inevitable. It will happen. So that's a wonderful, I think that's very comforting. So know you're doing the best. Know you're doing the best. And I send you all my love, and have a beautiful, beautiful day. Every day. See you.